In the year 2000 XX AD, the world cheered Mega Man when, at long last, he captured and imprisoned Dr. Wily. But Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in failure, and had planned for just such an occasion. Four robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months, without being contacted by Dr. Wily, they activate and begin searching for their master. What's happening, you guys? My name's Speedy Spectrum, and welcome to my newest playthrough of Mega Man 7. This game has a polarizing reputation amongst the fan base, to say the very least. People either really love this game or they really hate it. I myself am kind of in the middle of the road, but I can talk more about that later. Let's go ahead and start the game, shall we? Can't this thing go any faster, Otto? The city is under attack. I'll try and punch it up a notch. Hold on, Roll. I can't believe Wily is loose again. Won't this madman ever stop? He won't be loose for long. Once Dr. Light gives Rush and me our new enhancements, Wily is history. Whoa, end of the line. The road is too unstable to keep going. You two wait here. Mega Man, take this helmet with you. Hey, wait, that's not Mega Man's helmet. I guess not. Personally, I kinda like the other one. Yeah, that's more like it, and props to them for using the Robot Master Select theme from Mega Man 2. Good luck, Mega Man. A lot of people don't like Mega Man 7 because it's different. But again, more about that later. Doctor, are you okay? I'll bring back Roll to take care of you. No, Mega Man, we have no time. Wily is using the attack of his robots to cover his escape. Look! And there's the prison. Correction, there was the prison. And here's Wily. Hey, the eyebrow waggle of awesomeness. Usually that's saved till the end of the game when we pursue Dr. Wily to his castle. You've got to go now, Mega Man. Get Rush and follow Wily's spaceship. The controls are standard Mega Man fare. Jump, walk back and forth, shoot, hold for a charge shot, and slide. We can also open the menu to switch between Robot Master weapons, and we also have the Rush Coil, which allows us to jump to higher places. Our first enemy of the project, Bunby tanks. If you destroy their bottom half, their top half will continue attacking you. And of course, what Mega Man game wouldn't be complete without mechs? But let's talk more about why Mega Man 7 is disliked. A lot of people say it's different. I will agree, there are some changes, but I think for the most part the changes are okay. I like the new characters. I like the setup too. It's actually quite ingenious. But we'll see more of that once we finish this intro stage. And a lot of people don't like the intro stage either. And yeah, I can kind of understand why. But take a look at this bad boy. It's a giant steamroller. Well, yes and no. This is the Mad Grinder. You would think it would try its best to squash you flat. But nope. Instead, its main attack is to hit you with its silver mohawk of doom. Doesn't take that many hits at all. A lot of people also complain about the robot masters of Mega Man 7, and I am in agreement for the most part. I don't think the lineup is strong by any stretch of the imagination. The same, however, cannot be said for this guy. Meet Bass, arguably one of my favorite characters in all of Mega Man. He is Mega Man's rival, and for now, that is all you need to know. For the most part, he just jumps up and down and shoots you. You are as good as they say, Mega Man. You better tell me who you are. I'm Bass, and he's Treble. Get it? Bass, Treble. We have been trying to stop Dr. Wily while you were gone. I see now that you don't need our help. Bass. Oh yeah, we'll be seeing more of him later. And just like every other Mega Man game, with the exception of one, there is a password system, but this one uses a series of pictures instead of dots. And check this out, we now have 4 Robot Masters to choose from. We have Burstman, Cloudman, Freezeman, and Junkman. I personally like to start with Burstman, and that's mainly because his stage is the easiest of the 4. Also, is it me, or does he look like a rook chess piece? I don't know. Burstman's stage is a chemical lab, and believe it or not, it's going to serve as our obligatory water level. We have these Count Bomb Neos. They return from Mega Man 6. You jump on them, they count down, and when they reach 0, they will explode. Be sure you're standing out of the way when they blow up. Like I said, Burstman's stage is relatively simple, but there are some tricky parts to it. Also, there are a lot of collectibles in this game, and we'll definitely have to backtrack more than once. That green thing we destroyed is a driver cannon. And speaking of collectibles, we have no way of getting that extra life up there. But we can get something just as good. If we fall down here, okay, you didn't see it, but we can open the menu and go to next, and now we see that we have an E-Tank. Yep, the ever-fabled E-Tank returns, and I love it. That cannon up there is known as a tripropellant, and that thing down there is a spiral gabule. The spiral gabules behave much like they did in the first Mega Man game. You shoot them and they can get stunned. But we're going to need some other weapons if we want to take them out permanently. Right here is CFN-24. It's an underwater bomb. And I wasn't joking when I said this was the water stage. In fact, instead it's not water, it's probably a bunch of chemicals. Aside from the CFN-24s, there are also these fish called Ketons. No, not the fox that appears in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. These are killer fish that will try and eat you. And now is a good time to demonstrate the rush coil, because if we use it, we can jump up and we can grab that extra life. Most excellent. So far, things are going pretty well. Of course, what water stage would not be complete without the ever-reliable death spikes? Also, we've got these Metal DXs. They swim underwater and they're adorable. It's always when the death spikes are on the ceiling that it becomes the most challenging because you don't want to accidentally jump into them. So look before you leap. That is an excellent piece of advice. And I'm going to give some more advice for this guy. This is Connie Gantz, the mini-boss of the stage. Some stages have mini-bosses and some don't. Now, his shots can be a little tough to avoid because they travel so fast. He also spits bubbles at you, and sometimes he'll even jump at you. And when he does that, you'll need to slide underneath him. Okay, we're rising to the surface. Oh, that was a bad move. Try not to destroy any of the bombs. They'll probably blow up in your face. And that is an energy capsule, which does me absolutely no good whatsoever because I don't have any Robot Master weapons. Yay. So we're going to jump up. And this water functions much differently than water in previous Mega Man stages. Instead of sinking to the bottom, you actually float. That's a cool idea. But you will submerge a bit when you hit the water, so make sure you don't accidentally land in the death spikes. Trust me, it's possible. I've done it many times before. It's almost a guarantee that I do that at least once. Oh, and speaking of guarantees, yay! Disappearing block puzzles, everybody's favorite. Thankfully, the ones in this stage are very easy. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier because we have to... Whoa! I hate it when that happens. Don't you just love it when a disappearing block spawns directly above you and you get pushed to the side? Okay, we've got some more enemies right here. I believe they are called Corones because they're hopping frogs. Also, some people might disagree with me. I really like the music in this game. There are some excellent tracks. They're not quite as good as some of the others in the NES era, but there are definitely some good ones. Oh, and speaking of good things, it's a letter. There is one letter in each of the first 4 stages of the game. And once we complete its message, we'll be able to get a handy upgrade. Very much reminiscent of Mega Man 5, where we had to retrieve letters in order to unlock Beat. Anywho, we are coming close to the end of the stage. Oh! Nothing like a bomb exploding in your face. This section of the stage is not that difficult, but of course, there are death spikes on both top and bottom. So you need to be extremely careful. Okay, we finally made it. All we need to do is shoot down that Petaforth, and then we can go through. Before I do anything, I'm going to quickly charge up a Mega Buster shot. Howdy, Burst Man. How's it going? Oh, I get it. You encased yourself in a bubble and you burst it. That's clever. Burst Man is interesting, to say the very least. His main attack consists of him sending bombs in bubbles and sending them up into the death spikes so they'll explode on you. If you do get hit by this attack, you won't get damaged, but you will get encased in a bubble. And if that happens, you need to hit the fire button repeatedly so you can break out, because you don't want to get caught in those death spikes. That would not be good. One thing to note is that charge shots will always push Burst Man back. He can also send these yellow bubbles after you to impede your progress, and he can also summon bubbles from the ground to lead you into the death spikes. In a way, he's highly reminiscent of Bubble Man from Mega Man 2. Which makes me wonder if Burst Man is indeed the improved version of Bubble Man, because that concept has been used in Mega Man before. Whoa! That was close. That was very close. Now, you don't need to use charge shots, but it's pretty much the only way you can prevent him from getting too close to you. As you can see, he's not aggressive at all. But sometimes it can be hard to get the rhythm down and make it consistent. Just concentrate on dodging those bombs, then use a charge shot on him and jump when the bombs are about to explode. And with some exceptions, like those yellow bubbles you saw there, he never breaks this pattern. Adios, Burst Man! Looks like I've burst your bubble. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to say it. First Robot Master weapon of the game, and it's not that great. The Danger Wrap fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it? Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. For example, you can also encase enemies in it, but that's cool. We've got the Danger Wrap, which is probably one of the least useful items in this game, but hey, it gets the weapon cycle going. Okay, 1 Robot Master down and 3 to go. See you guys next time.